try so you get the ingredients just right. These might be better than the blueberry muffins. Welcome back to the hub that contains all my YouTube videos, and welcome back inside where I cook all my food. Today we're taking a look at another original recipe. We're going to be doing chocolate chip protein muffins. Oh man, are these delicious. If you like chocolate, and I know you do because you certainly didn't like the vanilla recipe that I put out a couple days ago, which is fine, it's not for everybody. But man, if you like chocolate, this is heavenly chocolate wrapped up into a wonderful, moist muffin. Oh man, we gotta get this thing started. Let's do it by getting a look at the ingredients. Here we go. Chocolate casein protein powder, unsweetened applesauce, non-fat Greek yogurt, egg whites, homemade oat flour, low-calorie brown sugar, baking powder, baking soda, Splenda, or any zero-calorie sweetener, and of course, sugar-free chocolate chips. So here we have another one of those magical recipes where we're adding together some wet ingredients, adding together some dry ingredients, combining the two for some anabolic goodness, and then we're gonna put them in and bake them up in the oven. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's get things started by adding together our wet ingredients. Okay, and leading things off today, we have 180 grams of non-fat Greek yogurt. Using our negative scale trick, we're gonna measure this out. 180 grams on the money. Our second wet ingredient is going to be the unsweetened applesauce. Here we need 250 grams going in. 222 in those containers. Gonna measure out the remaining difference, which is, how much is it? How much is it? 222 minus 250. Anybody know? Anyone? All right, I'll spoil it. 28 grams. Finishing off the difference. 28 grams left to go. 28 grams on the money. So I gotta ask, because when I do, you seem to do it more, so if you wouldn't mind smashing the like button, and can someone tell me in the comment section below, you ever heard of Final Boss apparel? Know who makes it? Tell me, comment section down below. Back to the video. And our last wet ingredient we're putting in today is 65 grams of egg whites. 65 grams on the money. Then what we're gonna do is just mix these ingredients together. Mix everything together until we're fully combined here. One uniform color. All right, wet ingredients done. Now, the dry ingredients. First dry ingredient we need is 66 grams of our chocolate casein protein powder. Boom, 66 grams on the money. Next one is easy because it's pre-measured. We have 240 grams of our oat flour. Dropping it in. Done. Next, we need 5 grams of our cocoa powder. 5 grams on the money. Then we need 4 grams or 4 packets of your zero-calorie sweetener. In this case, it's Splenda. Don't even need to check for paper. I know we're good. We got that one down now. Done. Then we need 3 grams of our stevia blend, low-calorie brown sugar. You can get the Swerve 0-calorie if you want to add less calories to the recipe, but for the amount that this is, I'm not gonna worry about it. Here we go, 3 grams going in. 3 grams on the money. Next, we need 6 grams of baking powder. 6 grams going in. 6 grams on the money. And finally, we need 4 grams of our baking soda. 4 grams on the money. And we all know what's next. It's dry ingredients, so you know we gotta give it a good mix and then do some sifting. Still no sifter. Had somebody tell me in the comments, English gentleman, he said, apparently it's called sieve. Sieve? Anybody else heard of that? Is that like a UK thing or something? I don't know. Here in the US, we sift. So, no, I'm serious. He said he was having tea at the time, laughing. All right, so we'll continue to sift it around. Sift, sift, sift. No sifter, but still sifting. Don't sleep on this one. Hey, just do it, all right? Sifting done, or sieving, whatever. Sieve, sift. Mix the ingredients thoroughly, that's all. Okay, so now it's time to mix our dry ingredients into our wet ingredients, and got a few comments on an easier way to do this. We're gonna add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients in 3 batches. It's gonna be much easier to mix that way. I've started doing it this way for other recipes and it works fantastic. I've done it in the past. Not sure why I didn't think to do it here, but here we are. You live, you learn. This is why we put these things on the internet. Sometimes you do actually get helpful tips. Okay, here we go. Adding this in 3 batches. Batch number 1, and we mix. Batch number 1 done, batch number 2 going in. And last but certainly not least, to batch number 3. Again, it might seem like it's a little too dry at first, but I'm telling you, just keep mixing it. Mix like you've never mixed before and you're gonna get the consistency you want. These have the perfect amount of moisture if you cook them correctly. Trust me, I tested the ingredients a few times. Some were not as good as others. And when you're done with everything being incorporated, you're going to have a very thick batter to use here. So once that's done, you'll know, because everything will be one nice batch of anabolic goodness. It's time to fold in our chocolate chips. And here we have our pre-weighed out 42 grams of chocolate chips that we're gonna fold into the batter. Here we go. All right, then you just start folding in our chocolate chips. Now disbursement is key here. Don't just plop them in there and then start scooping your batter into the muffin cups. What you're gonna get is some chocolate muffin goodness that has some chocolate chips and some that are just regular anabolic, less chocolate chip muffins. So make sure you get this well incorporated into all the batter. You want an equal amount, or as equal amount as possible, of the chocolate chips in every single muffin. Scoop up from the bottom, fold it over. It's the bottom batter that usually ends up being the ones that don't have any chocolate chips. So scoop up from the bottom, fold over, and then continue to mix. Do that a few times, and then it's ready to go on over and put these into our muffin cups. Okay, we're there, muffin cup time. So we have our muffin cups here ready to go. Now you might remember, if you've seen the last muffin recipe we did, the carrot apple protein muffins, they actually ended up sticking to the paper. Now I know what you're gonna say, get the silicone muffin cup tray and all that, the silicone cups. Yes, those are on order, they're coming. We'll have them for the next recipe. Right now, we're using these paper cups that I, for some reason, have 1,000 of at my house. Anyway, so we're gonna give these a hit of the non-stick spray before we add in our batter. Just gonna make sure that when we go do our taste test, I don't struggle to pull the paper off. And who wants paper with their muffins? Nobody, right? I know I've only come out with 10 on a few other recipes, but these muffins tend not to rise as much as your regular flour muffins. So I think if you jam them in there and they'll bake up just fine, you'll be okay. So here we go. Let's get these in there right now. So it took a little bit of reshaping, but I finally figured out how to get 12 muffins into a muffin tray. Aren't you guys proud of me? Now that that's done, it's time to bake these up. Our oven's already preheated to 325 degrees Fahrenheit or a 163 degrees Celsius. So we're gonna pop these in for about 15 to 20 minutes. We'll check them as we go, and then we're gonna do our taste test. All right, let's put these in the oven. Here we go. And after 15 minutes exactly, I took the muffins out, did the old toothpick test. Nothing came up out of the center of the muffin except for some chocolate chip that was deliciously melted inside. So hard stop at 15 minutes for these. We're gonna let them cool, then it's over to our taste test. Well, here we are again for yet another taste test, and man, these smell so good. And as you guys know, chocolate, not my most favorite thing, and these, my mouth is watering being over these muffins right now. They smell incredible. They look delicious. Can't wait to dive into one of these. So with no further ado, let's dive right in. I'm gonna grab the closest one to me per usual. We're gonna take our little muffin wrapper off, which is gonna be super easy this time around, right? Because we sprayed it. So it's coming right off this time. Perfect. Oh, there's chocolate oozing out the side. Look at that chocolate deliciousness right there. All those chocolate chips, some of them have melted on top, and you know that it's gonna be gooey inside. Oh my, looks so good. All right, let's do it. So we're gonna try this. First thing we have to do is do the moisture test, right? We gotta break it open in half, and I'm hoping the chocolate doesn't explode everywhere, but let's try it. Oh wow. Yep, moisture not a problem here. See, look at that. All that chocolate in there. So good. Anabolic deliciousness. Oh, let's try one of these here. Oh my goodness. This is a proven winner right here. I've made them before, so I knew how good they were going to taste, but these might be better than the blueberry muffins. So chocolatey, so moist. So this would definitely be a hard one to have to put down, that's for sure. Having a plate of them in front of me is not a good thing. You get that chocolate chip flavor, it's like exploding inside your mouth. It's so good. The moisture is perfect. Cook them for exactly 15 minutes and you get perfection. And there's enough chocolate chips in there where you get one in every single bite. They're very well dispersed around. It has a very cake-like substance to it, which is hard to do with protein muffins. Took a couple of tries to get the ingredients just right. Something to be said for that oat flour though, it works wonders. Mario almost done with the first one. You guys gotta try to make this. This is awesome. Yeah, if you're a chocolate person, this is the way to go. This is what you want. It's like double chocolate muffins here. Just to make sure that it wasn't a fluke, right? We should try another one. Just in fairness, we want to make sure, that it wasn't just one good one that I had. So, we'll try another one just, for test's sake. Usually these muffins, and you make them with protein powder, they come out all dry and they just taste like you're eating cardboard. This is like anything but that. This is beautiful. I mean, I'm really not exaggerating when I say I think these might be better than the blueberry muffins. They actually might be, especially if you like chocolate. There's enough sweetness in there where it's perfectly balanced with the chocolate chips. The texture is perfect. It's like you're eating a real muffin that you would get in like a donut shop. It's unbelievable. I'll flash the macros up here so you can see that it's definitely not a muffin from a donut shop. These have an incredible amount of protein, ton of fiber. You're gonna love this muffin. I guarantee you it's gonna go into your regular rotation. All in, it's probably about a half hour's work and you have 12 muffins to pretty much last you the whole week as a snack. The Greek yogurt provides an appropriate amount of moisture, and the sweetness balanced out with the Splenda, the brown sugar, and the chocolate chips all comes together. Really gives you that authentic chocolate chip muffin flavor. And there's a lot of recipes out there that I've seen that don't have all three. You either have just regular Splenda or just brown sugar, or sometimes there's just no brown sugar and you just have regular Splenda, or the chocolate chips is the main source of the sweetness, and it just doesn't work. This here, everything comes together perfectly. It feels like you're cheating on your diet when you're eating these. It actually tastes like a real chocolate chip muffin. It's incredible. This is a winner right here. Not messing around. It's a 9 out of 10 on this muffin. I have to end this or I'm gonna end up just going through all the muffins, so. And nobody wants that. I don't want to eat them. You certainly don't want to watch me eat all of them. So why don't we call it there? Proven winner, 9 out of 10. You guys make it. Let me know what you think. I want your opinion. Let's talk about it in the comment section down below. Might be a masterpiece here. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one.